Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are here in the type 4 of double integration. Type 4 is nothing but evaluating the double integral in a polar form. Now, there is a small difference between the concept of a strip in Cartesian and the polar. So whatever the region we have in Cartesian form, we generally take this vertical strip in the region, okay, like this, or we take horizontal strip. So in Cartesian, to get the limits, the position of a strip is either vertical or horizontal. So whenever we want the order dx dy, we take horizontal strip, and when we want the order dy dx, we take a vertical strip that we seen in the Cartesian form. But in polar, the order of double integration is always fixed. There is only one order, and that is a dr d theta. Okay, so dr d theta is only the order. We can say outer limits are always of theta, and outer limits we already know they are always a constant. So I will come to polar form again. So in polar form, the order of double integral is always a dr d theta, and outer limits of a theta, they are always a constant. So there is no change of order. There is no concept of a change of order in a polar form. So it have a fixed order, that is a dr d theta. So whatever the region we are given, uh, suppose I will take some random region. Two diagrams are already on the screen, but suppose instead of that, suppose I have some region like this. This is my region. This is the region R, where we have to evaluate the double integral. Where we have to evaluate a double integral. So generally in polar form, we have to take a strip along the radial direction. So I will draw the strip now. The strip will go like radius vector. So the position of a strip is like this. The strip will not be a vertical, strip will not be a horizontal. It is along a radial direction. This direction is known as a radial direction. What is a radial direction? If you compare the same direction, it is just with a hand of the clock. So hand of the clock is fixed at origin, you'll observe, and only the upper end is rotating. It is rotating from 0 to 360 degree. So actually, if we rotate from 0 to 360 degree, that hand of the clock is rotating anti-clockwise. That is anti-clockwise. So to get to cover this region, to cover the region, we have to see the minimum value of a theta where the region starts. Suppose the region starts at some extreme point. Suppose this is the extreme line, and for this line, this is alpha. This theta equal to alpha. So theta equal to alpha, the region starts, and actually we are rotating this way. So the extreme upper end is like, suppose this theta equal to beta, theta is equal to beta. Then outer limits is alpha to beta. The outer limit will be alpha to beta. Then we have to check where that strip enters in the region. Strip enters in the region with this curve. Okay, here is the equation of curve there. So suppose the equation of this curve is r is equal to f1 theta, and suppose the equation of the upper curve is r equal to f2 theta, because you'll observe the upper end is touching here, and the strip is entering in the region is here. So the limits are f1 theta to f2 theta, like that. So we can have this double
Excuse me,
integral.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have just missed the line about which you tell that order of this integration we can't change.
Yes, correct.
Sir, can you please tell that line once again?
No, it is
Why
a
not?
it is that only. We can't the order of a double integral is always fixed. That is a dr d theta, because outer limits are always constant in double integral, and theta have the constant limit here only. So here no concept of a change of order. There is no concept like a change of order. You can't change the order because the strip position you cannot change. The strip is always along a radial direction only. Only there is one
Got it, sir.
fixed direction there. Okay. So here two sample diagrams are drawn. So this is the diagram number 1. Okay, the first one. You will observe the region R is highlighted here in the green color. So the region starts with theta equal to alpha. The region starts at theta equal to alpha, and the region ends at theta equal to beta. this is the position of a strip. This is one random position of a strip in the region. Region starts with origin, so r is equal to 0. Region ends at on the core r equal to f theta. So the limits of r goes from 0 to f theta. So this is the limits of r, and limits of theta is outside, and they are always a constant. So for first region, the double integral have the limit alpha to beta 0 to f theta f dr d theta. So that about the first integral. In the second part, the region is bounded in two concentric circle. So circle of radius A, and here is circle of radius B. Okay, we'll assume that r is equal to A and r is equal to B is a circle where the double integral is the region is bounded. And again, the region is bounded between theta equal to alpha. This angle is alpha, so theta equal to alpha, and this upper angle is theta equal to beta. So that is theta equal. This is the beta angle. So in that case, the double integral goes outer limits are alpha to beta because theta is from alpha to beta. And you'll observe the region starts with the curve r is equal to A and ends at the curve r is equal to B. So it is A to B, f of r theta dr d theta. So that about the double integral for the second diagram there, I would say. So limits mainly we take it with the strip, and that strip is along a radial direction. So this direction is important. This direction is not parallel to any axis there. Another thing, that strip is fixed at origin, and the strip initially start with initial line theta equal to 0, and we rotate 0 to 360. Out of that, we have to check for which angle of theta the region starts and which angle of theta the region ends. In this case, its region starts at theta equal to alpha and ends at theta equal to beta. So limits of theta are alpha to beta, and that are the outer limit. I hope that is clear. If not, yes, the examples gives you the clear idea about how to get the limits. So we'll move to the examples on the polar form. So I will come to that point. So the example number 1 is on the screen here. So we have to calculate double integral r cube dr d theta over the area included between the two circles, that is r equal to 2 sine theta and r equal to 4 sine theta. So that about the question first. So I will start with 107. 107, are you there? (107). If not, 177. Both of them are not there. Okay, 110. 180.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, 110.
Yes.
My question is, what is the curve r equal to 2 sine theta? Tell me.
Sir, it will be a circle.
Yes, already given, but which type of a circle?
Concentric circles.
No, not correct.
They
Okay,
will have
115. 115.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is that r equal to 2 sine theta?
So it will be a circle in first and second quadrant.
First and second quadrant, the particular thing. Yes, you have got that, but I want more particular. If we say this
In
is
between,
the important line you missed, and that is r equal to 2 sine theta is a circle with a diameter 2 on y-axis. That is the particular thing you should tell me. So this is 1 unit, this is 2 unit. So this r equal to 2 sine theta is a circle with a diameter 2. So you should draw like this. Okay, so that about r equal to 2 sine theta. What about r equal to 4 sine theta now? Yes, 170 or 165. Yes,
Sir,
170.
so its diameter will be 4 on
Diameter
y-axis
will be
only.
a 4 on y-axis. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are not concentric circle. The centers are different there. So concentric means centers are the same. So r equal to 2 sine theta, I have the diameter 2, r equal to 4 sine theta, I have the diameter 4, and as sine theta is there, the diameters are on y-axis. If instead of sine theta, if there is cos theta, the diameter will be on x-axis there. So the region is in between them. So already it is given the region is in between the circles. So we should highlight this region. This is the region of integration. In this region of integration, 169.
Yes, sir.
How to get the limits of r and theta? What is the way?
Sir, limits will be 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta.
Okay.
And sir, angle it will be 0 to pi.
Okay. Yes, you are correct. But actually, instead of giving me the limit, tell me the method of getting the limit. What we should do to get the limit?
Sir, that points we have to plot on that.
No. That's not the way to get the limit. Actually, the way to get the limit is the position of a strip. And tell me what should be the position of a strip?
Sir, position of strip. Sorry, sir, I'm not getting it.
Not getting. In already we discussed about the position of a strip in a polar form and that have a fixed position. I think 165.
So between the circles,
It is a
Radial.
the radial
along radial direction.
Yes,
So it is just
Along
like the
radial.
hand of the clock. So you should draw one of the strip, which is like hand of the clock. So that hand of the clock is fixed at origin. And now you observe that this strip enters in the region at the position r equal to 2 sine theta. And this strip ends at the point r equal to 4 sine theta. And that gives limits of r. So here the limits of r is from these points actually. Okay, so that way. And we observe again the strip should rotate from theta equal to 0 to theta equal to pi, or the circle exists in first and second quadrant only. So the limit of theta should be 0 to pi. This way we get a limit and not just by observation. So the strip is along a radial direction and this end is a fix here and you rotate it from theta 0 to pi. So the double integral becomes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Can you please
it
explain the
once.
theta part again?
Theta is a very
Yes, sir.
straightforward. There are two ways. One of the way, the circle exists in first and second quadrant. So that means theta is a 0 to pi. That is one of the way. The other way, yes, initially the curve starts with theta equal to 0. And when you rotate this strip 0 to pi, you cover the entire region. There is no need to drag that strip from pi to 2 pi there.
Okay, sir.
So that's a 0 to pi is outer limit. And inner limit is 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta and r cube dr d theta. That's the end of getting the limit here.
sir, can you please just explain that outer limit?
Already I told you have the minimum, you can observe the graph exists in first two quadrant only. And what is the angle in the first two quadrant? 0 to pi there.
0 to pi. Okay.
And all these things
Excuse
actually
me, sir.
discussed in the
Sir,
prerequisite
Sir,
part.
excuse me, sir. Sir, I didn't understand the strip part. Can you please explain it again? So why can't you take it on the y-axis, the strip?
Because we are not in Cartesian plane now, we are in r theta plane. R theta plane, the graph is always plotted with a theta. And theta is a line passing through origin. So the line passing through origin is a radial direction. And that is like the strip now. So on that we measure r there. So this is a curve tracing part. I'm not getting again in that. We've seen that in the morning also in the curve tracing or previous session mainly. So you should remember just like a hand of the clock is a position of a strip and only you have to rotate that hand anti-clockwise to cover the region.
So what if we take the strip on the other side of
Which
the
other side?
y-axis? So I mean in the pi side, theta is equal
You
to
can
pi.
draw it anywhere, na? It can be anywhere. Actually, it is not stationary.
Okay.
or it is a fix at this point, and this is rotating. It can be at theta equal to 0, it can be at theta equal to pi by 2, it can be at theta equal to pi. But yes, the strip you cannot draw here, because
Okay, okay.
the minimum position is theta 0 and maximum is up to pi. That's one.
Sir,
So if we take it on the other side, the answer will be same, right?
Other side means
On the pi side, other side of the y-axis,
you
fourth
can
quadrant.
you
Fourth
can
quadrant.
fourth quadrant में
Sir.
graph है ही नहीं है. How you can get the limit then? Suppose you
Sir.
draw just a minute. If you draw the strip somewhere here,
Fourth का ऊपर वाला, I mean, second quadrant.
so second quadrant,
I
that's
got
okay, na?
confused.
So if you take here, you observe this is r equal to 2 sine theta, this is r equal to 4 sine theta, and you observe theta is a 0 to pi only.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
sir,
Yes, any other doubt?
sir,
Sir.
if it was that r is equals to 2 cos theta and r is equals to 4 cos theta, then sir, outer limit would be from 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2.
No, it's 0 to pi by 2 only, and 2 times, because whatever the area you get 0 to pi by 2, same part you are getting from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Because that time your cos theta circle is in first and fourth quadrant, na? First and fourth.
Yes,
So
sir.
your limits will be 0 to pi by 2, and outside the
Sir, it
double
can
integral
be
2 times.
3 pi by 2 to pi by 2, that is 90 and 270.
Pardon?
Sir, if we take cos theta, then our outer limit should be from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2.
No pi by 2, because pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, there is no curve, na? For cos theta.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay, so that about limits. Any doubt?
Sir.
Hmm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, as the graph is symmetric about the y-axis, sir, can we take 2 times of integration 0 to pi by 2 and further?
Yes, you can.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
There is a main concept actually, but remember, while taking 2 times, it will work here, because later on the integrand becomes even function. You learned some property that of definite integral in 12th, that integration minus a to a fx dx is a 2 times 0 to a fx dx, provided that f is even that way. So there are a few conditions while writing that, but majority, whatever the examples will have, in that many of the example it will work, that you can take 2 times, 4 times, provided the region is a symmetric. It will work. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
So here, the first thing that we left now, the inner integration. So let I start with 1 to 8.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the integration.
Sir, r to the power 4 upon 4.
Yes, good, correct. So that is r cube integration is r4 by 4. Limit is a 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta. And only d theta is there. So one of the simple integration, but yes, 1 by 4 is a constant as it is. Okay. Now 132. 132. 122.
Yes, sir.
What is the replacement? What will happen this?
Sir, there will be writing the limit, sir, like 4 sine
yes.
cos 4 theta.
4 raised to 4 क्या होता है?
Sir?
4 raised to 4.
4 raised to 4, sir, 256, sir.
256 sine raised to 4 theta minus 2 raised to 4.
16, sir.
16 sine raised to 4 theta d theta. Just we replace upper limit minus lower limit. And
Yes,
what
sir.
is that simplification now?
Sir, it will be 240, sir.
240, correct. 240 sine raised to 4 theta d theta. Now, this integral, yes, again that will get cancelled, and you'll observe, I will write it somewhere here, 60 0 to pi sine raised to 4 theta. There is one property that is known as a 0 to pi can be written as a 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 4 theta d theta. So indirectly 16 to 2 is that is 120. 120 into 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 4 theta d theta. Okay, so that about the simplification of the yes.
Why pi by 2? It was pi, no, sir?
So 2 times written, na? It is whatever the integral value you will get 0 to pi, that you will get 2 times 0 to pi by 2. So this is a property of double integral. So sorry, integral, definite integral. Whenever there is even power of sine or cosine, you can write it 2 times there. Okay. Now, how to integrate the inner this sine raised to 4 theta?
The sine square theta into sine square theta.
Yes.
Then you can write 1 minus cos square theta.
Yes, very good. 122. Yeah, it is a sine square theta into sine square theta, you can say. And that sine square theta can be taken as 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2, but it is a lengthy process. I will tell you that is a lengthy process.
We can
There
use
is one-
direct result.
Yes, there is one direct result.
N minus 1 till 1.
Pardon?
We will divide. First, we will write n in denominator. Then we'll write n minus 1 till the answer will become 1.
Correct. Very good.
So we can use with pi by 2.
theorem.
Yes, we have to
Sir,
use that
1 minus 2 sine square cos square theta.
Just a minute. Yes, that is one of the way already we discussed. Sine square is written as 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2 and simplify, but lengthy process. Instead, I will tell you that we should use this formula. I will show you the formula. So just I uploaded a new PPT on TMI LMS. Okay, that is Moodle. So you will get this PPT, updated PPT. Few of the slides only updated. This is the one more slide I added. This prerequisite formula. And this is the formula that we use here, known as a Wallis formula. This Wallis formula is mainly used for integral 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to nx or cos raised to nx also. So instead of sine raised to nx, if cos raised to nx is also there, then also this formula is valid. So formula starts with n minus 1 upon n, and you have to subtract till you get 1 or 2, and into k. This value of k is a pi by 2 provided power is even and the value is 1 provided n is odd. So mainly we require for even power, like right now it is sine raised to 4x. So sine raised to 4x comes 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into pi by 2. That is the answer. It is one line only. Okay, that way. This formula also will require later on in one of the example. So this is the Wallis formula which we can use to evaluate the integral of trigonometry power function of sine and cosine on the range 0 to pi by 2. Any doubt?
Can you show for sine raised to 4x?
Yes, I'm going to come to that part. Here is that integral. Now I will write this formula. I will write it here because already, sorry. So here, this 16 to 2 as it is, that is 120. Now the formula for sine raised to 4 starts with 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. So n minus 1 upon n. So n minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3 and n is 4. So 3 and now subtract 2 from numerator and denominator continuously till you get 1 and 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1 and 4 minus 2 is 2. So you got 1 and 2. When you got 1 and 2, you have to stop it. That's subtraction. Now into you either write 1 or pi by 2. We write pi by 2 provided n is even. So in this case, n is 4, that is even. So you should write pi by 2. If n is odd, you should write that as 1. So you got the answer in one step now. So like 4 into 8. So you can simplify this and you get the answer.
22.55.
Sir, at last, how did you write pi by 2?
Because of n is even, here it is written, here in the formula it is written k. When k is even, you should write pi by 2 there. When an even power of sine is there, you should write into pi by 2 there. Otherwise, you should write it only 1. It is a Wallis formula. I will again minimize and you can see that formula. You can see this formula here. Sine raised to 4 and 4 is even, so it is pi by 2.
Sir, why
Sir,
there
this
is n
formula
minus
is
3?
applicable for cos and sine only if limit will be from 0 to pi by 2.
Correct, exactly. Whenever the range is 0 to pi by 2, then only it is applicable, not for any other range.
Sir, why
Yes.
there is n minus?
That is a formula, no? Derivation we are not going. It is a reduction formula actually. You can derive it. To derive this, you have to use this. There is a formula is known as a reduction formula. So you can see that topic. Actually, the derivation is based only on by parts only. Just you have to convert sine raised to nx as a sine raised to n minus 2 into sine square x. That sine square is written as 1 minus cos square. And then you put sine x as a t and then it derivation goes there. But the derivation is complicated. We will not go in that right now. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, but we have subtracted 2 from 3, so why it has written n minus 3?
Little louder.
Sir, in question we have done like 3 by 4 minus, so we separated 2 from denominator as well as numerator to get 1 by 2. But in the following expression, it is written as n minus 3.
Correct. So here it is n minus 1 and now when you subtract 2 from this numerator, n minus 1 minus 2 क्या होता है? N minus 3
Got
होता
it,
है ना?
got it.
N minus 3 minus 2, next will be n minus 5.
Got it, sir.
So in every case, you have to subtract 2 from numerator and denominator both.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, any doubt?
Sir, show the previous slide.
Means solution, na?
Yes, solution.
Now I will go to that slide only. Sorry. Is it visible? This is actually a solved example. Let I show you that solved example. You will get that answer also. So here is a solution, and here also this Wallis formula is used. Okay, they use Wallis formula. 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into pi by 2. This is the value of sine raised to 4 theta d theta.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes, you are not audible. Is there any doubt? Can I move to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So second example is on the screen now. Evaluate double integral r sine theta dr d theta over the cardioid r equal to a 1 minus cos theta above the initial line. So let I ask 1 to 5. What is the initial line? What is the meaning of initial line? Okay, 143.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of initial line?
So the initial line is the line which we are using to integrate that.
No, not correct. 135.
So we will integrate half of it.
Yes, if you know the answer, raise your hand.
Sir, x-axis.
x-axis. That's a correct answer. Very good. Okay, 141. 141. Can you say more particular again about
Yes, the line containing
Positive
that
part of x-axis.
0 degree and
or
pi.
theta equal to 0
Pi by
degree.
2.
Correct. So someone said positive x-axis. That is more correct again. So above initial line means like a x-axis there. That is a theta equal to 0 degree. So these are the terminology that used in polar form. So xy is a Cartesian plane. That time generally we say x-axis and y-axis, but in polar we say generally initial line and perpendicular to initial line to x and y-axis there. So the first thing that we have the graph here. So if we go like x and y axis like that, but it is not x and y axis here. Actually, this is the initial line. Now, 161. Which type of this cardioid? 161. 171. 171. No. 165. Little louder, but you are not audible.
So it will be on left side, sir. Second and third quadrant.
This cardioid second and
Third, the left side. It's the left side of the y-axis.
yes, left cardioid. Yes, it is a left-hand cardioid, but it is present
sir.
in all four quadrants. Remember?
Yes, sir, it is present, but mainly, sir, major parts are left side.
Yes.
Sir, what you are telling cardioid?
So the first thing you should draw this rough sketch directly. Okay, we already seen this curve in the previous session. So directly you should able to draw this curve r equal to a 1 minus cos theta. If 1 plus cos theta is there, that will be a right side cardioid. Right now it is a left hand cardioid. That's one. Now we are given the region is above initial line, means the region is above x-axis there. So this one is the region where we should evaluate the double integral. Okay, I hope that's clear. So the position of a strip is along a radial direction, as usual, we say. So if I draw the strip like this, you can draw it anywhere, here also.
Sir, above the initial line means above the x-axis.
Yes, correct. Theta equal to 0 degrees, the initial line. Okay, so the double integral that we are given, this is a double integral r sine theta dr d theta. Now I will ask 151. Okay, 149. 149.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the limits of r and theta.
Sir, limits of r will be 0 to a1 minus cos theta.
Okay, nice, good. 0 to a1 minus cos theta, that will be the limit of r, because lower end touches to the region, the region touches to the origin itself. So r is a 0 there, and upper end of the strip is varying on that curve. What about theta?
0 to pi.
Very good. No, nice. Okay. So it's a 0 to pi will be the outer limit, because minimum value is theta 0 and maximum is pi. That curve exists. Means region exists, sorry. That's one now. Now we have to integrate it. So let I ask 173. 173.
So
yes, integrate inner integral.
okay, sir. R square. R square by 2.
Yes, that's a simple integral, is it?
Very
yes.
Sine theta d theta is constant.
Yes, sine theta d theta is a constant. Sorry. So we replace then this 1 by 2 is a constant. Okay, I will keep that inside only. 0 to pi is 1 by 2. 1 minus cos theta bracket square. A square is also there. And sine theta d theta is there. Yes, so 173. Now tell me how to integrate.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, we will take 1 minus cos theta as t.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So one of the way, let us take, I will take here with this rough line, 1 minus cos theta as a t. So then
Differentiation on both sides.
sin theta d theta as a dt, is it?
No. Yes, sir.
Derivative of cos is a minus, that minus minus is plus. So this become integration t square dt. Okay, that a square by 2 is there. We'll write it there. So integration of t square by t is a t cube by 3. Is it? So this way, if we do this integration, the integration becomes this a square by 2 is a constant as it is. Integration is a t cube by 3. T cube means 1 minus cos theta bracket cube by 3. And limit is a 0 to pi. That's the end. Okay. Otherwise, if you write t this side, so you should find the limit of t then, new limits for t. Or you can do this way only. So you got the
0 to 2,
integration.
sir.
Yes.
The new limit should be 0 to 2, sir.
Yes, 0 to 2, correct. If you are converting in t and you are interested in getting the integration in t only, then you have to replace t as a 0 to 2. That is also correct. But I'm not interested to do that. I'm just integrated in t, but I will do actual calculation in theta only. So limit will be the same then. So a square by 2 as it is. Now let I ask 106.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, when you replace pi, what will be the value of this bracket?
2, sir.
2, because cos pi is a minus 1, so it is a 2 cube.
2 cube.
So
8
8 by 3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what about when theta is a 0?
It will be 0, sir.
0, 1 minus. So that's 1. So
That's
your
one.
answer
4a
is
square by 3.
correct. 4a square by 3
By
is the
3.
final answer. That's one correct. So that about the end of the question. If any doubt is there, yes, welcome.
Third step will you tell?
Not audible.
Sir, I
third
can't understand the strip, sir. Strip, how to take the strip?
Strip is along a radial direction. That's one.
Okay, sir.
In polar form, the strip is along a radial side, or just imagine the minute or hour hand of the clock. Clock को imagine करो और कोई भी एक hand ले लो, hour or minute hand. You will see that is the strip.
Can we take left side, sir?
You can draw anywhere that strip. The strip can be here also. This also the strip. So what is the lower end touches are equal to 0, upper end touches, so limit will not change, na?
Yes, sir.
So strip can be anywhere. Strip की position थोड़ी fix है. ये तो initially यहाँ है, फिर यहाँ जा रही है, फिर यहाँ है. ऐसे you can draw it anywhere like this. These are multiple position of the strip.
Okay, sir.
And this is rotating like this actually. This position is fixed there.
Sir, wouldn't it be 8 minus 1?
Pardon?
Final step, wouldn't it be 8 minus 1? Because pi से हमारा 8 आ रहा है, and then 0 का minus 1 है. 0 का 1 है, sorry. So pi minus the value of pi, the solution, when we put pi.
If you put pi, cos pi is a minus 1. Minus minus plus 1 हो गया ना? 1.
Then it is 2, na? 2 के बाद 3, that is 8. And 0 का, when we put 0, it is 1.
No. See.
1 minus cos 0 is equals to, acha, oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, you please tell me the rough part which you did. 1
Rough
minus
part,
cos theta.
this is substitution method we used to integrate 1 minus cos theta t. Then what is the value of sin theta d theta as a dt then? And then we integrated this part only.
Sir, I could not understand how sin.
Minus cos theta का डेरिवेटिव क्या होता है?
Sin theta.
That is तो लिखा है, वही तो लिखा है. Differentiated both side.
Yes, sir.
If 1 minus cos theta is a t, then derivative of minus cos theta is a plus sin theta d theta is a dt. Differentiated both side totally. अगर a particular variable से करना होता तो differentiating with respect to t we said.
Sir, how t square came in the third step?
इसका इंटीग्रल निकालना था ना हमें, तो ये क्या है? 1 minus cos theta t है ना, तो ये t square बना.
Yes.
t square dt बना.
Okay, sir.
क्या कर रहे हैं उसके ऊपर फोकस करो ना.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If you have the doubt, yes, you can ask. Otherwise, I will take the attendance. That's for the today. Next session will be of a type 5, the last type of the double integration.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, this Wallis formula is applicable when there is only trigonometric function. Here it's 1 minus cos theta.
No,
So here it's
there are two requirements for Wallis formula. First thing, the limit should be 0 to pi by 2. And the second thing, you should have only sine raised to n theta d theta. Okay. Or sine raised to n theta into cos raised to n theta d theta. That way.
okay, sir.
Okay. So one more formula you are going to learn after that, known as a beta function. The beta function is a more general formula for Wallis formula. Instead of Wallis, you can use a beta function for each and every example after that. Okay, so whatever the examples we completed by Wallis formula, that there also you can use beta function. Choice is yours. You can do it Wallis by Wallis formula also. Both are the simple. I'm not saying the Wallis formula is not allowed. That is also allowed. We already said that in Cartesian plane, we have x and y axis there. In polar, we generally referred as initial line and perpendicular to initial line. So initial line is x-axis, perpendicular to initial line is y-axis. That way. Yes, 122 have the difficulty. Okay, those who are thinking these are very difficult concept. It's not so difficult, and I will tell you, whatever the examples we are completing from the PPT, if you do that only, you will get out marks. So, but instead of getting mark oriented, yes, if you understand each and every concept, you can use that later on in other subjects also, and importantly, you can develop your logical thinking. That is the main thing that you have. But yes, for exam purpose, if you want only to pass the subject, it is more than enough to, means I'm not saying only pass. If you want 100 out of 100, then also you can just stick to the PPT, do only these examples. You definitely get the maximum marks there. Above 90 out of 100, definitely.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this Wallis formula is same for both sine theta and cos theta.
Yes.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, it is the same for sine raised to n or same for cos raised to n. Yes, 157. You can get 100 out of 100, definitely, provided you done all these examples and you will not do any silly mistakes in any of this question in the exam. Okay, so division 1 right now, yes, in between 80 are present there, but I'm asking, is there any absent division 1 first?
Yes, sir. From Div 1, 108 was not there.
108 is not there. Okay. And only one?
Yes, sir. Rest all were there.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Div 2, yes, tell me.
Sir, all were present, but lately someone left.
No, that's okay then. Okay, okay. Because generally I take attendance from Zoom record, but instead of that, I'm taking here. I will cross check a few of the sessions, definitely. Okay. So if someone is present for 5-10 minutes also, I will mark him present because there are connectivity issues and there are many more problems. Okay. But yes, even though that person is not able to attend, his or her own responsibility is there to go through the topic and understand it then. Okay, thank you then. Good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Bye.